What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Kitty cat. Hi, kitty cat. My baby kitty's here. He ain't a baby no more. He's a big boy. All right, y'all. Live readings. Let me get my cards ready. Let me see something. I want to be able to see the comments. I don't have a lot of time like I planned to. I meant to come up here for like an hour, 30 minutes or an hour, but I'm only able to dedicate about 15 minutes today because I have some running around to do. But you guys, if you're able to join, come on in. I'm just doing personal readings, but just like little quick mini personal readings. So if you have like a question or two, feel free to ask. It's five. Donation requested is $5 a question. You got 3 questions, that's 15. You got 1 question, that's $5. Just get my cards ready. I haven't done this in a while. I know you guys haven't seen me do live readings in a while. I've been doing so many other things. So many other things. How y'all been? I'll tell you yesterday, what is this? Please set the frame rate 15. I don't know how to do whatever they're asking me to do on this thing. To set the frame rate a certain way. I don't know what that means. It says to adjust something. I don't know how to fix all of that. But yeah, I know it's been a while since I've been live, so if you could join me, join me. If not, I'm gonna go off for maybe like, if I don't get nobody, I'll go off in like 10 minutes and try to do it again later today. If I get home in enough time. Move, kitty cat. If you have any questions, let me know. Y'all got any questions? I will tell y'all yesterday, my day was a little rough for me. And I know that it's getting closer to my period, so that's like when I have like a rough day. Or sometimes I have a little more of a rough time, but this cat keeps walking by me. But it ended really, really well. I had so much fun last night. Me and my mother went out. I performed at the thing. Um, so let me know if you have any questions. I should have put this up on my YouTube channel too. We'll see. See the kitty cat. Come here. Baby kitty got big. Spice got big. Look how big Spice got. Spice, say hi. Hi. Say hi. He's big now, right? He's not a baby anymore. When I got him, he was 5 months old. He's such a big boy now. Look. Alright. So me while I'm here, I got a few more minutes if I see if anybody comes in. Let's see, general collective message for everyone that's watching or everyone that will view after. General collective message. I don't like doing it this way because I can't even see if anybody's watching or not on this way. I should have went live a different way, but that's okay. my phone up, so maybe they'll tell me something too. General Collective is the Two of Pentacles. This lets me know that right now, a lot of people at this time, in this specific time, are trying to balance finances, trying to balance their stability. Some people may have a rocky situation right now going on with their housing, is what I'm seeing. Some people are having issues wanting to travel and wanting to move. Yeah, definitely moving, because the bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. So we got this and the Six of Swords following. Yeah, someone's trying to move. There's a lot of you in the collective that are trying to move away. You're trying to move to a better space. Hey sis, how are you? You're trying to move somewhere where there's calmer waters, where things are not as rocky, or you're hoping that things won't be as rocky, but you're struggling financially at this time. You know what I want to look up? Let me look up some of the planetary placements right now. Hold on. Let me see if we're under a retrograde. Ooh, the sun is in Gemini, the moon is Sagittarius right now. And Gemini and Sagittarius are opposites. Hey, yes, I'm glad to see you too. I could only be live for a few minutes. Do you see him laying his ass on me? Look at this, with his tail in my face. Excuse me. You want my attention? You see this cat? I'm glad to see you too. Oh, see? I don't know when we get to leave. Yeah, a lot of people are right now. When I asked for the collective energy, I got the Two of Pentacles followed by the Six of Swords. And 2 and 6 equals 8, and 8 deals with money. 8 deals with Capricorn energy. So a lot of people are trying to balance finances, trying to get stable. There's a lot of people that want to move, who want to move to a place where they don't have as much drama, or they're not having, they trying to, some people want to move to save on finances as well. Um, he's like, look at me, right? That's the baby cat. He's not a baby no more. Let me show you my big boy. He's a big boy now. Look, when I got him, he was 6 months old. You see how big he is? Spice, baby Spice. When he get mad at me, he give me a squinting look. Like, he just gave me that squinting look. You don't want me to show you? You don't want to say hi to everybody? Say hi, Spicy. Where's your brother Ginger? Where's your brother? He's probably somewhere sleeping. It's funny because I was looking at him one day. I think I was on shrooms. And I was looking at Spice one day. And I said, why did the creator make him black and white fur? And then something said he represents the yin and yang balance energy, the dark and the light energy. And Spice has a lot of dark energy. And dark energy doesn't always mean bad. Just like light energy doesn't always mean good. He is. Hi. He wanted my attention. He wanted my attention. Hi, Spicy. I'm going to put you down. Sometimes when I read, the cats like to be near me and sleep near me, especially Ginger. Oh, yeah, there goes Ginger. I'm actually surprised he's not next to me. He loves to be next to me during readings. But yeah, what advice? What advice do you have for the collective that is struggling with finances at this time? What advice, spirit guides, do you have for the collective who is struggling with finances at this time? What advice do you have for the collective that is struggling? Yeah, but I'm doing live questions today. Oops, something just flew out. I'm doing live questions today. $5 a question. Something else came out. Okay. Wait, let's get the one that flipped over. Ace of Swords, followed by the Knight of Swords, came out. What I'm getting from these things is you're going to be, a lot of the collective, you're going to be divinely given an idea or an opportunity. Swords deals with air energy. You may even get an idea from an air sign, or some of you may be air signs. But I feel like for some of you, you have to take advantage of an opportunity that's coming to you that will be divinely given. 6, 6, 12, 3. You got to speak up. Some of you have to speak up about your situation because you're going to get help if you speak up about your situation in ways that you might not have expected. For others of you, I was going to say don't rush into making a decision, don't move hastily. However, I feel like I'm getting a little more of the opposite. I feel like an opportunity will be given to you to help up your finances, but you have to be wise and smart about it, and you have to take advantage of it. Strike while the iron's hot type of thing. Oops. Strike while the iron's hot is what I'm getting. I've been doing so many things and I haven't really wanted to go live. And in times I wanted to go live, I remember my time zone is different. So I'm like, I might not get a lot of people during the time that I want to go live because it'd be so low. I love this sharing on my Facebook story. Oh. Let me see. But yeah, the day ended really good for me yesterday, even though it was kind of a shitty day. That's what I wanted to look up. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place. The sun is in Gemini, moon is in Sagittarius. Mercury is in Gemini, yeah. And Gemini's ruled by Mercury, Gemini and Virgo. So this is a time to really vocalize and verbalize, whether you're vocalizing and manifesting and speaking to the ethers in your prayers, speaking to the divine about what you want, or it may also mean speaking up about what you want. If you want a raise or something at your job, you need to speak up and say, hey, or if there's a position that you want, speak up and advocate for yourself to get that position. Little baby, you're changing the channel on the TV. This is a time to really speak up about what you want and what you need. This is a really good time to do that. Venus is in Cancer. Some of you are trying to, or may feel the urge to try to manifest love or relationship at this time. It's important that you speak about what you want, what you don't want, and speak about what you seek in a partner. If you're dating right now, you need to be upfront and straightforward and lay your cards out on the table. Not lay the cards on the table in a sense of telling them all your traumas and all your issues and everything. But what I'm saying is that you need to lay your cards out on the table to say what you want. What are your quote unquote deal breakers? What are the things that you seek with a partner? It's a really good time to do that if you are dating, to communicate that to someone you're dealing with, because that'll also help you weed them out. Like, is this something that they're willing to do? Is this something that they're willing to, is it something that's in alignment with them or not? Is this person in alignment with you or not? So it's very important right now to speak that and to tell the person that. You know what I mean? Mars is in Taurus. Jupiter's in Cancer. Saturn's in Aries. Uranus is in Gemini. Neptune is in Aries. Pluto was in Aquarius in retrograde. Ooh, and Chiron is in Aries. Okay. With Chiron and Aries, if you have a Chiron and Aries placement, I think I actually have a Chiron and Aries placement. There could be things that are resurfacing for you at this time that is kind of triggering you. Childhood, past things, or old things that from years ago that's triggering you emotionally. Some things may resurface, especially if you have not fully dealt with them at this time. And a lot of times people say, I dealt with things, I dealt with this, I don't worry about that no more, because they dismiss it or they act like an issue that that they've dealt with that hurt them deeply doesn't bother them anymore. But that's not how you get rid of the issue. You don't get rid of the issue by ignoring it. You get rid of the issue by actually confronting it and dealing with it and leaving space for yourself to release the emotions about it, to cry about it, and to try to come to an understanding about it. Yeah. This time may be a little emotionally triggering for a lot of people with that placement. With Pluto being in Aquarius in retrograde, I feel like a lot of us collectively maybe at a place where you want to make changes. You have some great ideas. You want to do things, but you feel like you're being held back. Some of you may want to do things, but you feel like you're getting held back financially, and that's affecting you. Being held back financially. Hold on one second. Let me take this quick call. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, Asma. This is Lily calling you from French Tracy.
Hey Lily, I didn't get to do my session yesterday because I realized how behind on the payments I was. I didn't know I was that behind. So I'm trying to work something out so I can make the payments so I can get back into training, because I really need to train and finish training with Coach Dwayne, and I really love my Zumba classes and everything. But I don't have the finances. I don't get paid until the 5th, and I still have a ton of things to pay. I have to figure out how I'm going to get money in the summertime because I'm a contractor and I'm not directly with the district yet. Even though they hired me, I don't start until August.
Okay, so want to get just that settled so you can get some of your personal training sessions.
Thank you. Because I didn't even have a session that would be covered for yesterday. So I came and then I had to leave because I was just like, oh my gosh. I was like so depressed about it. But I will definitely, as soon as I can, I'm trying to hustle up the money right now, like literally. Trying to hustle up some money right now. So,
Okay, 136 is what we start with.
okay. Thank you.
So you can do that to get through this time on that.
Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you gave me a specific figure, so I appreciate it.
Okay,
All right.
have a good weekend.
You as well. Bye. Sorry, y'all. I had to take that private call. Kat says, stop telling our business on live, Mom. Oh, this is Ginger. Ginger, say hi. You guys remember Ginger, my big boy. Hi, Papa. Say hi. Hi, Papa. This is my first cat that I had before. Not my first cat ever, but my first cat that I had before Spice. This is Spice's big brother. He's like, don't hold me. Ginger doesn't like to be held. Spice likes to be held. Ginger likes to snuggle and be pet, but he doesn't like to be held. Um, it's funny that I'm bringing that up because some of you in the collective have attachment issues. Some of you have kind of a little bit of an avoidant attachment issue because of past. Some of you struggle in your relationships because you struggle with receiving affection and giving affection. That's what I'm seeing in my head. Some of you struggle with receiving and giving affection. Some of you want to give affection, but then you're cold the next minute. And some of you don't really know how to receive affection. It's awkward to you because of different past issues or traumas. You may have had parents who didn't really hug you, who didn't really tell you that they love you, give you kisses and things like that when you were younger. And that may have affected you with regards to relationships where you struggle feeling comfortable being loved on. You struggle with loving on people. I don't know who that was for, but that's for whoever it was for. Back to where I was going with the Pluto and Aquarius, there's a lot of us that want to make changes at this time. All this damn cat fur driving me crazy. There's a lot of us who want to make changes at this time, but we feel stifled right now because there's the retrograde going on in Pluto and Aquarius. And retrogrades are not a bad thing. I just want to make that clear to everybody. Retrogrades, to me, are actually very, 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 very helpful, even if they don't always feel that way. I don't know if y'all remember, but when I was growing up in the Bronx, maybe when y'all was growing up, wherever y'all from, we used to play as kids outside, and you make a mistake in the game, you like, do over, do over. I want to do over. Well, to me, a retrograde is like a spiritual and a universal planetary do over because it slows everything down and it allows, and what a retrograde physically is if you look at it astrologically, no, if you look at it from the lens of a telescope, it looks like the planet is actually appearing to go backwards. Retro meaning go back, behind. So when you deal with a retrograde in a planet, it's actually slowing things down to give you time, in my opinion, to self reflect, to fix things, to have a quote unquote do over. And so the fact that Pluto is in Aquarius right now, but it's in retrograde, and Aquarius deals with changing things, making universal and structural changes in society. It being in Pluto, Pluto pushes boundaries and also to a large degree deals with change. It deals with evolution. It deals with transformation. That's why Pluto rules Scorpio. But with Pluto being in Aquarius, these are significant changes, even changes in government that need to be made. But with it being in retrograde, the way that I take it, my perspective of it, is that with Pluto in retrograde, I'm trying to get the words out of what I'm seeing and what I'm saying. With Pluto in retrograde in Aquarius, there's changes that want and need to be made. But the thing about it, because it's in retrograde, we're being time to reevaluate these changes, kind of like the universe saying or the divine saying, are you sure that this is the direction you want to change things? If that makes sense. When you take this applicable to your own personal lives, to our own personal lives, there's changes we want to make, but it's important that during this retrograde time, we think thoroughly about the changes we want to make. And we think thoroughly about, is this something, is this the right change for us? Is this the change that we're sure we want to make? Are we going about this change properly? Are we going about this change the way that we should? Or is there another way to go about this change? For example, what I just saw and heard was there may be someone who wants to change jobs. But with the Aquarius energy, Aquarius is known to be rebel without a cause. The Aquarian energy being in Pluto right now, you may want to say, fuck it, I'm quitting. I'm quitting tomorrow, I'm tired of this, or quit on the spot. But the fact that it's in retrograde, it may not be the right approach. You may be called to rethink. Recalled, I said recall. You may need to recall that idea. You may need to not try to go out with a bang. You may need to plan it more effectively so that you can have a better outcome. And the fact that we're in retrograde at this time is causing you to reevaluate. With Aries and Chiron, some of you may have a childhood history or a past history of being abused. And those things are resurfacing for you at this time. Okay. I can't be on too long because I have to go somewhere and I have to get ready. I'm still in pajamas. But if you have a personal question, let me check my thing. If you have a personal question you would like me to answer real quick, it's $5 is the donation being requested at this time. $5 per question. So if you have two questions, that's $10. One question, that's $5. Whatever you're able to do is very helpful. Let me see. I was just looking for something. That's what I was looking for. Okay. My mind be moving so fast sometimes. So many thoughts, so many things at one time. But yeah, that's what's going on. I love you, Nadie como yo. And I'm happy to see you too. I haven't gone live in a minute. Yeah, Panama will probably be beautiful. If you want, let me see, he's looking at Panama would probably be beautiful, I think. But also, one thing we have to look at, I think that she's kind of, you know what? One thing that we have to look at is that a lot of times we all want to move, myself included. We all want to move different places and things like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we have to also tap into whether the place we want to move to is aligned with us. I also started teaching myself a while back a little about astrocartography. So if a person would like to do an astrocartography reading with me, and astrocartography is just basically comparing your astrology chart to places in the world. So if you want to live in a specific place, if you want to go somewhere, your astrocartography will let me know, or let you know, for lack of a better word, if that place is aligned with you and how it's aligned with you. Because everywhere is not everywhere is not always aligned with everybody. So for example, when I did my own astrocartography, the place that I was born at and grew up with is not aligned with me well. It's not aligned with me nicely, in ways. I mean, it's a everything is aligned in some way, but depending on the planetary lines that it falls on your astrology chart will let you know how that place may play out for you. So, for example, if a place is aligned really well with your Venus lines, that might be a place where you might find love or you might find romantic connections easily. And if that's what you seek to move to a place for, then you want to move towards a place that's more aligned with your Venus lines. If you're looking for advancement in work or things like that, financial, lucrative advancement, you might want a place that's aligned with uh, Jupiter, for example, or aligned, yeah, more so aligned with your Jupiter, different planets. So that's just giving a synopsis on what astrocartography is and what it's for. So, for example, there's some places in Europe that I'm very well aligned with that I've never been to. There's places in Canada, I've never been to Canada, that I'm really nicely aligned to in certain ways. There's a few states I've lived in 5 states in the United States at this point in my life. In this 37, turning 38 years of my life, I've lived in 5 states. Out of those 5 states, some places were more aligned with me better than others. I will say some places are aligned with other lines where I may have needed certain things. Some places may be aligned with you in a spiritual sense where you feel like you can spiritually thrive there. You may have places that's aligned with you more in the sense of creativity, where, hey, I need to go to such and such because this is a really great creative space for me. Like, for example, New Orleans is really nicely aligned with me. New Orleans might not be aligned nicely with everybody, but that's not the only place that's nicely aligned with me. But there's some places that might be nicely aligned with a person for love, but not so much for finances. Things like that. So I've been teaching myself astrocartography, and if you guys would like a consultation, I think I charge $50 for the astrocartography readings. I think that's the last amount that I charged. I think it was $50, but it's $50 per, like, I think continent or something like that to explore, because it's a lot to go through all the continents and everything. So just like if you want to just explore North America, you want to just explore South America, what places are best aligned with you, Central America, whatever. I'm curious about mines one day. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. And places that I always wanted to visit wasn't always aligned with me. The places I never thought I needed to visit were aligned with me good. I was like, oh. And then there's some places I always want to visit, and I'm like, that's why I want to visit that place. It's aligned with me great. So Depends on what you're looking for at this point in your life. If you're looking to find a partner, if you're looking to thrive financially, if you're looking for a place that you can have as a really good creative place that will help you with writing, would help you with creation of art, things like that. That would be really good for. What else? I think it's time for me to close out. Yeah, I ain't getting nobody so much, but I gotta run because I gotta go get ready. Um, but I thank you all. Maurice made. Mm-mm-mm. But he don't be. But y'all have a wonderful day. I'm gonna see if I can come back live later. This is your girl Osma the Alchemist. Peace and thank you whoever tuned in. Thank you Nadia como yo. I appreciate you. Much love, sis, and I hope you and your family are doing wonderful right now. And I hope things are getting better and better. What's that song? There's a gospel song that might be helpful for you to listen to. What is it called? It was just in my head. What's the name of that song? Hold on. Let me go on my phone and go on my little playlist. I'm going to type that gospel song for you. What is the name of that artist? I'm thinking of another one that's playing in my head, but that's not the song I was thinking of. Maybe you need to hear both songs. The song I'm thinking of is called It's Working. It's Working by William Murphy, I want to say. It's Working by William Murphy. And what I'm also hearing in my head is Best in Me. He saw the best in me when everyone else around would only see the worst in me. Who makes that? Is that Marvin Sapp? Let me see. So maybe both of those songs. He saw the best in me when everyone else around could only see the worst in me. It is Marvin Sapp. Okay. Those are two gospel songs I was told to give you. I don't know if your ancestors are telling me to give you those two songs, but those two songs, I hope that they're helpful for you in this time. Love you, sis, and love you all of your viewers. Thank you. Anyone who sees this now or who will see this in the near future, let me know in the comment section if any of the reading, this mini read, resonated with you guys. If any of it was helpful, please let me know. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate all of my clients that I've had over the years who supported me, who I was able to help support on their life journey with the readings. I know my readings be a little funky because sometimes I use cards, sometimes I use numbers, sometimes I use astrology. I just use whatever I feel called for. When I do the personal readings, I do whatever I'm being guided to do and tell whatever I'm being guided to tell. So, for example, I've had personal readings where I've been guided to submerge myself in water before I start the reading, depending on whatever I'm picking up energetically. Songs have come to me for some of the personal readings. One of the most recent people that I've read for, there was an African song that came to me. Either Were Were Oshun came to me for that person. Either Were Were Nita Oshun. Either Were Were. Either Were Were Nita Oshun. Either Were Were Nita Ya Ya. I think that person is connected to Oshun, which I told them in there. Sometimes I might get an Indian song that may come. There's times I've channeled and a song. This is a song that I love called Ma Durga for the Indian deity, the Indian goddess, the Hindi goddess Durga. which is a female warrior goddess. Hema Durga, Hema Durga. Sometimes different deities might come in and channel at different times. This one was Vishnu, which is another Hindi god. I think Vishnu is a masculine energy. But yeah, different songs and things come through, so whatever's meant to come through. Sometimes you'll see me take a long break from reading because I'm working on my own wounds, or I have a lot of stuff to do, or I'm just simply working at my 9 to 5 job trying to pay bills. So I don't always have the time, but always feel free to reach out to me if you are in need of a reading, if you would like one. All right, love y'all. Peace.